Welcome to today's episode of Podcast Name. I'm excited to dive into a fascinating topic that's transforming the way developers work: AI and automation in coding. Yes, we're talking about GitHub Pilot and many other tools that are reshaping the programming landscape. So let's start with GitHub Copilot. Imagine having a coding buddy who's always there to assist you, offering suggestions and helping you overcome coding hurdles. That's essentially what GitHub Copilot does. It's powered by artificial intelligence and designed to boost productivity by giving developers smart code suggestions directly in their editor. But it's not just about speed, it's about enhancing creativity and making coding more accessible. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, how does it actually work? Well, GitHub Copilot uses machine learning to analyze billions of lines of code. It predicts the next lines of code you might need based on the context. It's like a super-powered autocomplete for coding. Impressive, right? Speaking of impressive, there's also a whole suite of features offered within the GitHub ecosystem that really complements this AI-assisted coding. For instance, GitHub Actions allow developers to automate workflows seamlessly. Think of it as your go-to assistant for repeating tasks so you can focus more on what really matters, like bringing your creative ideas to life rather than being bogged down by mundane chores. And then there's code review. This is where collaboration shines. With AI-powered insights, reviewing code gets not only faster, but also more reliable. The goal is to not just speed things up, but to also help teams catch vulnerabilities before they become a bigger issue. This means safer software, something we can all appreciate. Now, I'm curious, how many of you out there have dabbled with these tools? What was your experience like? I think about how traditionally, code reviews could take hours, and now it could be streamlined into a quicker process, giving developers more time to innovate rather than just fix bugs. It's a game changer. Let's not forget about GitHub discussions, where developers can brainstorm or seek advice without being confined to the code itself. Social collaboration can often lead to breakthroughs that a lone coder might miss. Isn't it amazing how community-driven problem-solving can lead to innovation? And while we're on the topic of community, GitHub Sponsors presents a fantastic opportunity for open-source developers to gain support for their projects. It's like a digital tip jar. The more we support creators in the open-source community, the more incredible tools and resources we get back in return. But I'd love to know, how do you feel about the increasing reliance on AI in coding? Are you excited, or does it make you a bit uneasy? It's definitely an evolving landscape, and there's so much to consider about its implications on creativity, originality, and the future of work. So, as we wrap up today's discussion, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights. We explored GitHub Copilot, the automation of workflows, the collaborative power of GitHub discussions, and the importance of community support through GitHub Sponsors. And here's a thought to leave you with. As technology continues to evolve, how can we ensure that the human touch remains central in the development process? Thanks for tuning in today. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on these innovations and how they're changing the coding game. Until next time, keep coding and stay curious.